My name is Kavitha. I am 33 years old. I have two wonderful children, Karthika, who is 10, and Karthika, who is 8. Life used to be different. My husband was with us, and although we didn't have much, we had each other. I managed the house while he worked. I was not educated, and my world was limited to our small home and the nearby streets. One day, everything changed. My husband left us. I found a letter he wrote. He said he was leaving to be with another woman. He did not return home. My heart sank, and I felt a wave of fear and sadness. I did not know what to do. I could barely understand how to take a bus from one city to another. The outer world was unknown to me. I only knew household work. The first few days were the hardest. My children cried for their father. They asked where he was, and I had no answers. The house seemed to close in on me. I had no idea how to take care of our future. The house rent, the electricity bill, cooking gas, it was all overwhelming. I felt lost. My kids cried because they were hungry. Their cries broke my heart. I realized I could not stay paralyzed by fear. I had to do something. I had to be strong for them. I wiped my tears, took a deep breath, and made a decision. I would live for my kids and make their lives bright. I had never worked outside the home. I did not know where to start. I asked neighbors for help, but many turned me away. They knew my husband and his illegal activities. They did not trust me. I walked around the city asking for jobs. Most people looked at me with pity or disdain. They saw a simple woman from a slum with no education and no skills. Finally, I found work as a sanitary cleaner. It was not a job many people wanted. It was dirty, hard work, but it was work. I needed money, and I took the job. The first day was the hardest. I cleaned floors, scrubbed toilets, and faced the disrespect of many. People looked down on me, but I did not care. My mind was full of thoughts about my kids. Every day I woke up early. I made a simple breakfast for my children and sent them to school. Then I went to work. I worked long hours cleaning and scrubbing. My hands became rough and my back ached. But every time I thought about giving up, I remembered my children's faces. They were my reason to keep going. My kids grew up knowing about my struggles. They saw my tired eyes and my rough hands. They realized my situation and started learning very well. Both kids were always first in their class. Their teachers often praised them, and it made me proud. I was doing this for them, and their success was my reward. Karthika, my elder one, was very bright. She completed her schooling and scored good marks. Her dream was to become a doctor. I was so proud of her. But I also worried. We did not have much money for her education. I wanted to help her achieve her dream, but I did not know how. I went to the bank to ask for an educational loan. The manager looked at me with suspicion. He saw I lived in a slum area where many illegal businesses happened. He refused to give me a loan. I felt a pang of despair. My husband had done illegal jobs, but I never liked those jobs. That is why I chose to work as a sanitary cleaner. I wanted to make my kids well educated through honest work. I was in a situation where I needed money desperately. I thought about my options and made a difficult decision. I decided to sell my kidney illegally. It was a risky choice, but I saw no other way. I found a recipient, a billionaire from the USA. I gave one of my kidneys. I did not get any money. Instead, I asked them to take care of both my kids' education fees. They agreed. I was happy, but also scared. I hid this from my kids. I told them I got a debt from some people. My kids never knew about my transplant. Days passed and Karthika studied well. She always came first in her class. Her success made me happy. It was worth the sacrifice. Years passed, and my younger one, Karthika, finished her schooling. She joined an engineering course with the help of the US people. Both my kids knew about my struggles and studied hard. They always came first in their class. But my health got worse day by day. I became weak. Working as a sanitary cleaner for more than 15 years took a toll on my body. My lungs were damaged. First, I had breathing problems. But I did not go to the hospital. If I went there, I would miss one day of work and lose one day's salary. So I refused to go to the hospital. My kids told me to go to the hospital, but I told them Karthika would cure me one day and laughed. Days passed, and my health condition got worse. I coughed more, and blood started coming from my mouth and nose with mucus. But I did not say this to anyone. Karthika was in her final semester of her doctor course. She did her final exams very well and scored first in her college. I was so happy. I was fulfilled. Finally, my daughter became a doctor. Karthika also completed her fourth-year engineering course that same year. She too got the first mark in her college in the final semester. Karthika joined a top USA company with a starting salary of $3,000 per month. Karthika got an offer to join as a trainee doctor in the hospital her college owns. I was very happy, but my health condition got worse. Now, my kids brought me to the hospital and tested my whole body. That time, my girls came to know that my lungs were damaged and I had transplanted one kidney. They asked me about it. I said my kidney paid for their college fees. Both kids cried a lot and treated me very well in the hospital. They gave me luxurious treatment, but it was too late. I passed away on September 18th, 2016. Both kids cried a lot. I was with them when they struggled. I took all the struggles and raised them well. Now my kids are in a good position, but I had to leave them. I hope they remember my love and sacrifice. I did everything for them. They are my pride and my joy. After I left, Karthika gave free service to an elder's home every weekend. Karthika donated a part of her salary to the elder's home in my memory. They understood that a mother is the most valuable gift we have, but often we forget to take care of this gift. We realize its true value only after it is gone. A mother's love is the truest love in the world. She sells her own life to raise her children, protecting them from every harm. No matter how hard life gets, she fights every battle for them. My dear viewers, if you liked this story and want to hear more, please subscribe to our channel. Like, share, and comment your thoughts. Your support means the world to us. Thank you.